Did you know that God doesn't need much to do much in your life? He has done many of his greatest work when people have run out of options. Not when they have plenty, not when they have everything figured out, but when they come to the end of themselves. When the resources are gone, when the answers are gone, when the strength is gone, when all they can say, honestly say, is, Lord, I have nothing left. And most times, that is exactly where the miracle begins. God has a habit of creating something out of what looks like nothing. The widow in the days of Elisha was drowning in debt, and her husband had died. Creditors were coming for her children. The prophet asked a simple question: what do you have in your house? Her response was powerful: nothing except a jar of oil. Did you catch that? She said nothing. Then she mentioned the very thing God was about to use, because what we call insignificant, God often calls sufficient. The miracle was already in the house. She just couldn't see it yet. The same thing happened when Jesus fed thousands of people. The disciples looked at the crowd and saw a problem. Jesus looked at the 5 loaves and the 2 fish and saw possibility. Human calculation said not enough. Divine perspective said more than enough. Then there was Peter, an experienced fisherman, worked all night, used his knowledge, used his skill, used his experience, and caught absolutely nothing. Not a single fish, until Jesus stepped into the situation. And in one moment, what human effort couldn't produce all night, God produced suddenly. Have discovered something in life. You can miss your miracle because you are focusing on what you don't have. But God is asking you, what do you have? Are you listening to me today? And you feel like you are running on empty. You don't have all the money. You don't have all the connections. You don't have all the opportunities. You don't have all the answers. And you are convinced, or you are convincing yourself, that because you don't have enough, you cannot move forward. But what if the breakthrough you are waiting for is already hidden inside what you've been overlooking? What if your nothing is actually your starting point? Because many of God's greatest miracles begin with ordinary things in the hands of ordinary people. So what do you do when you feel that you have nothing? Stop focusing on what is missing. Identify what is already in your hand. Offer it to God. Use what you have while trusting Him for what you need. Stop despising the days of small beginning. Small things blessed by God can produce extraordinary results. If you feel like you have nothing today, don't lose heart, don't lose hope, because God has never been intimidated by empty nets, small resources, or impossible situations. In fact, He specializes in them. Remember, the end of self-reliance is often the beginning of divine reliance. And when God gets involved, nothing can become something. Lack can become abundance, and ordinary can become extraordinary. Not enough can become more than enough.